Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to my playthrough of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. When last we left, we had just added Kagan, the second full-time party member that I'm going to keep through the game, and looted all of Baragost. Now, in terms of what we're going to do next, I think we're going to head south and basically investigate this particular area right here. And then after that, I don't know. Maybe we'll head back to Baragost. Maybe we'll head back up to the Friendly Arm to turn in the other things. I basically want to get as much experience as I can, but at the same time, I also want to flesh out the last few members of my party. As for the last few members of my party, one of them is we're going to acquire down in Nashkel, and another one we're going to have to wait till we're way up here in this area to acquire. And then, let's see. And then I've got one more. I've got three more after that. Holy crap. Trying to remember who I was trying to get. Oh yeah, one of them's gonna come in a cutscene. All right, I've got it planned out. I've got it planned out. And those of you who know this game well probably can figure out my party by now, based on the alignment and what I just said. But for those of you who are playing through the first time, ignore that spoiler. All right, yet another outdoor area. We'll go ahead and go through it methodically. I'll show you the highlights. Heading to the eastern border, we've opened up the Oldcaster Ruins area. Okay, nice. There's going to be a lot of just straight up walking around in these areas. Alright, now on the southern border, let's see what that opens up. Should be one more space between Baragost and Nashkel, and yeah, there it is. Alright. Well, back to exploration. Oh, there's a encounter here. You there, you're under arrest for banditry and highway robbery. We know you're part of that bandit group who's been terrorizing the coastway. Give yourselves up or there will be trouble. You've got the wrong guys. We're not part of any bandit group, bandit gang. Really now, why should we believe you? Well, look, sir, we don't really want trouble. Like you, we're hunting down bandits in the region. I am a liar. So you're hunting the bandits. Well, who hired you to take on the bandits? Or are you doing it out of the goodness of your heart? Let's see. No one hired us. We're adventurers who are just trying to help out the people of the Sword Coast. Promise. Alright, well, maybe I was wrong about the bunch of you. You're free to go. As much as I would like to just own those Flaming Fist mercenaries, I suspect I'm going to have plenty of time to do that later. Oh, look, a sign. Nashkel to the south. Already knew it. And it looks like we've got another enemy sighted. What do we got here? An Ogrelon, which is kind of like a half-ogre, except maybe not. It's very weird the way they do half-ogres in 2nd edition. There's like half-ogres, and then there's like ogres that are also half-orcs. And it... oh, crap. They're like tearing Kagan up. Okay. Fortunately, we can take this guy out. Did they leave us anything? Yeah, we got some loot. Silver ring. Alright. There was a scroll in that as well. I need to remember to loot well before I need to remember to loot well before I head off. Why do I have a broken weapon in there? Oh yeah, it's a thing in this game. You have on certain hits your weapons can shatter if they're not magic. And it's part of the storyline of the game, basically. You know, the iron shortage, the weapons are getting cheap as shit, so they're not reliable. Alright, what does that scroll say? My dearest Marianne, the road has been difficult, but I have arrived safely here in Am. I think it would be wisest if I returned by sea, however, perhaps sometime after the first snows have fallen. I trust this letter reaches you. The halfling I hired to carry it struck me as an honest enough chap. Always and forever, row. So there's another little lead that I can take back to Baragos, because if you remember, Miriam was the one who they said was waiting for her husband. So there's news of him. I can pass it off to her next time I'm through Baragos. Baragos to the north. Alright, continuing on my way. Oh look, a gibberling. Come on, take him down. Oh, there's a second one. Come on, go after it. Then we can loot that shit. Oh look, a submerged house. Literally, it says a submerged house. You have no idea how long it's been deserted. And hobgoblins. God damn it. Ah, Zar got one-shotted. Yeah, no idea why they just decided to target Zar. I guess because they thought he could get one-shotted. I am totally not going to raise him. I'm just going to replace him at the next opportunity. In fact, I think I'm going to remove him from my party as soon as I finish this combat. Because I don't foresee me ever actually using him. Alright, picked up some gold and a scroll and a ring. Nothing really major. And let's reform the party and remove Zar. Goodbye, Zar. It was nice knowing you. This combat music bug is really beginning to piss me off. I like the woodland music in this game. Oh look, another enemy. A ghoul this time. Okay. Let's take him out. Oh fuck, my main character. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Come on, ghoul. There you are. This time I switched to a sling. So it's just Kagan that we have to worry about. And that was so much better. Oh, look, a magic bolt. For crossbow I don't have. Although Kagan does have crossbow proficiency, I may actually start using a crossbow on him. Usually not a weapon I choose. And right off the bat, another encounter. Come along. Take these things out. There's quite a few of them, aren't there? Fortunately, they actually engaged in melee rather than stand back and shoot me, because when they stand back and range you down, they can do way more damage than drawing their swords. Alright, let's see what they have on them. Alright, they had gems, gold, and these boots. Zerlong's boots, which I believe was a person in Baragos, but I can use them on my assassin. Let's see what kind of modification there. There we go. His hide and shadows and his move silently have been boosted, I think. Let me take a look. Yeah, it gives you like 25 and 20 respectively. So they're kind of boots of stealth, I guess. All right, well he'll wear them. He'll wear them. And you know what? I'm going to move this over to Viconia because she needs a magic weapon. The real question is, should I turn those boots in? And I'm thinking I'm not going to turn them in unless I get like a second copy of Boots of Stealth, because they're just too useful for me. Oh, hello. Who's this? Blib snicked. Keep low and quiet. Can you smell it? Ogres on the breeze. 2, maybe more. You seem to know the area pretty well. Do you have any clues about the iron crisis? I ain't got a care for the politics and craps going on. Take all that flaming garbage and toss it to the crows. Take all the metal away, too, for all I care. Don't need it to hunt, don't need it to kill. Don't need it to smell them ogres, neither. Take my advice, Mac. Keep your weapons ready. Okay. So I don't know whether he's referring to more ogres or whether he's referring to the ones I just downed. I guess we'll find out. Enemy sighted, and I think it's what? Another gibberling? Is it going to be more? Yeah, there's a couple of them. They're nice because they're just like instant bags of gold. Oh, there's several of them. Yeah, in large numbers they can be a fair threat, but thankfully they don't appear in the kind of numbers that you need to make gibberlings actually a threat. I think it's in the 10 to 100 range, which is something they actually appear in the pen and paper game. You can actually encounter like dozens upon dozens of things out in the wild, which can make even a high level party kind of step back. Yeah, the older editions had no compunction about sending like, you know, entire armies worth of shit at you in the number of appearing category. And it kind of makes sense because, you know, if you're a low-level humanoid, you're not going to be traveling alone most of the time. Alright, west side of the map, it opens up the area south of High Hedge, right there. Alright, this is all shit that I will look at in the future. And right off the bat, some more enemies. God. Oh, fuck. They're right on my wild mage. Move her away. Yeah, I got no idea who he's attacking.
Make it quick.
Switch to my magic weapon. Alright. And more spells. Nice. See, first level spells, like everything in Sundry, can drop them, and it's useful for fleshing out your low level character's spell books. But after a while, it just gets annoying. And more enemies. Okay, yeah. Nira's banter is kind of funny. I'll give her that. Okay. Yeah, these are just dead easy monsters. The problem is that they look exactly like the elites, which I'll encounter later. And the elites can really fuck you up. And that's that area. Let me get the map up so those of you who have never played the game before can see. There's not a lot in this area. So let's head on south. I think I can take some more exploration. We'll go here. 4 hours traveling. And as you can see, Kagan's health regenerated because he's got some minor regeneration abilities.
Able to keep my head above water. Yet here with you, it seems almost easy.
Alright. If you dare to cross my path, now you know how it feels to travel with a powerful protector.
Sure the brilliant light of your ego keeps death away at night? Yeah, I'm starting to forget why I've thrown in with you. Maybe I should just abandon this whole trip and head back to High Forest.
Okay, High Forest. This is, I guess, is a background thing. Most of the NPCs in Baldur's Gate 2 had these kind of background banter things. It wasn't so much in Baldur's Gate 1. I mean, aside from the in-combat stuff. But they didn't usually stop you to talk about it. And this is basically a holdover from Baldur's Gate 2. Because these NPCs with the Enhanced Edition were added later. Alright. High Forest, is that where you're from?
Me, born and raised in the thicket. At least until my mistakes piled up high enough to come crashing down on me.
What drove you out of your home?
Or two, if you don't count
Maybe or two?
burns.
Well, yeah, she's a wild mage.
And
She kind of really messes up everybody around her.
At least I'm pretty sure everybody lived.
Accidents happen, even horrible ones.
Open up. Why, yes, let me just share intimate details about my past. You put me right at ease.
Alright. Take your time. Tell me when you're ready.
During our magical training, we were supposed to summon a sphere of fire. And mine got away from me somehow. One moment I was concentrating, the next moment my classmates were rolling on the floor screaming.
Perhaps your poor teachers are the ones to blame?
I did it. It was my fault. Accident or not, I should have been more careful. I could have taken responsibility or fetched a bucket of water. Instead, I ran away, terrified of what I'd done.
You know, she forgot the last option, which is point and laugh, which is always fun with a wild mage. Alright. This seems like the right time to scarp her off, if you ask me. It's kind of you to put it that way. There are times when I'd wanted to think that way. It was confusing, and I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Still. Afterwards, I ran into the woods and couldn't bear to go back to face the consequences. I snuck back into the village now and then for food, and once to leave a note for my parents, but eventually I had to leave.
I took to wandering high forest, but I kept running
And now the
into wrong
voiceover
people
continues.
and doing the wrong thing. Eventually, Turlang the tree and grabbed me and said, "Take a hike." Well, maybe not in those words exactly.
And by the gods, she is finished. I have become teary-eyed. Okay. I'm a bastard, but I'm not that much of a bastard. At least not when I'm dealing with people in my own party. For the most part. An interesting tale. I would like to hear more sometime.
Alright, then I'll yank on your ear when I'm ready to gab some more.
Alright, you do that. Except I'll probably have you out of my party by then. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've got plenty of room now. Oh, we'll see. Alright, if I remember right, this particular area is going to be a pain in the ass to explore because there's all these cliffs. Let's see what's to the east of here. Durlag's Tower, which is not a place I want to go to at this low level. Also this place, whatever it is. I guess I actually revealed this place, and Durlag's Tower has been kind of... I don't know, I didn't see Durlag's Tower on there before, did I? I'll have to check the footage or something. I think because I unlocked this, it also unlocked that. Oh well. But anyway, Durlag's Tower, not a place I want to go at first level. Yeah, Durlag's Tower was part of the content that they added during the Tales of the Sword Coast expansion, and that's mostly just high-level crap. Really nice high-level stuff, though. Okay. Just winding my way down here. And the south edge, which is actually where I need to go. That opens up Nashkel. I now have unlocked Nashkel. But I'm going to explore the rest of this area first. Okay, I've got an enemy sighted, and I've also got an NPC sighted. What am I going to deal with first? Where the hell's the enemy? Oh, over here. Is it a ghoul? Yeah, it's a ghoul. Yeah, they have wandering random ghouls as first level enemies in this game. Which I guess is appropriate. I mean, they are a fair challenge, as evidenced by the fact that that one-rounded my main character that one time. Let's see what this guy has to say. Bender Winden. Alright.
You're a queer.
Get my party face up here.
Oh, my lung! It's flopping all over the dirt.
That intro had nothing to do with what he said, but oh well. Heh, who? Get out of my yard, you hooligans. Kinda hard to be a hermit when you people keep pestering for hints about the nature of existence. Read a book, people. Portal Bender Winden does so command. Let's see. Don't speak to me of such nonsense, old fool. Have you anything useful for me? Information or items, perhaps? I get you. Matter of fact and straight to business, I like that. No, like is the wrong word. Hate is more the feeling I was trying to capture in that phrase. I rather think I've nothing to say to you. Now please leave and turn your aura down when you go. You are intensely hard to look at. What about my aura? Please tell me what you see. Alright. Take your mumbo-jumbo and stuff it someplace warm and wet. If that is what you wish, then feel free to hit the old dusty trail. Regardless, I have places to see and people to do. Leave me. Alright. Well, fuck that old hermit.
Alright.
Yeah, if you're nice to him, he tells you things about the main story, but they're all optional, and I don't really need to hear them, so... Especially since I'm a murderling, god damn it. With my party of evil henchmen. And why does Nira go the long way around? She triggered a fight.
My blade will cut you down to size.
There's a lot of these things. Fortunately, they're not busting out bows. That's a good thing. One down.
My blade will,
Two down.
my blade will cut.
Possibly frosty.
Death.
And there we go. Oh, one more. One more. Come on, okay. And just as I was leaving, I had another couple hobgoblins in the rear, which probably would have done a lot of damage to me if they'd been there, because they're all bowmen. While I was dealing with these assholes down here, they could have been shooting me, but instead they decided to just sit back and wait. Gotta love old fog of war effects. It's the ostrich method of enemy detection. If you can't see them, then they can't see you. Well, I've got about half of this area explored, but as you can tell, it's really difficult because I have to keep walking around cliffs and shit. Alright, back to the old grind. I can't help but think this was supposed to be a cave at some point, because there's graphics that are very similar to this later that are a cave, and yet there's no entrance there. But it's on its own little island, so oh well, maybe it was cut content, or maybe somebody just overlooked it. Well, at any rate, there should have been a cave there. Ah, more enemies. I think these are random encounters, because I've already been through this area. Yeah, it's just a lone hobgoblin. Oh, hobgoblin elite. See what I mean? He looked just like a normal hobgoblin. Oh, somebody leveled up. Who leveled up? Oh, I leveled up. Okay, nice.
Yes?
That's I'm gonna be level 3, and everybody else is, oh well, except for my cleric. Everybody else is level 1 except oh wait, she leveled up too. Okay, ignore everything I said. Let's just level up. All right. As before, I've got skills to distribute, but I'm gonna have to do find traps because I'm gonna be the only thief character after I get rid of Edwin. So, yeah, I want to be able to find traps before I get owned by them. And kobolds. Possibly in one of the worst places to encounter them too, because I can't actually pass my own people here for some reason. Come on, tank, get in the way. Save Edwin, kind of, maybe. Alright. More kobolds. Yeah. Kagan can take it. Maybe? I don't know. I'm suddenly missing a whole lot. Ah, there we go. See, kobolds are another kind of creature that you really kind of expect in huge numbers. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess 6 of them is not that bad. But it's like normal party sized. I'm talking about there should be like 20 of them. Ah, another person here. Lord Foreshadow. Well, don't you just add to the local color. Quite the smashing bit of dress you wear there. I'll have to look into such sundries when I next attend one of Lord Rybald's full-dress costume affairs. I'd be the talk of Neverwinter, I would. Am I to understand that you are from that faraway city? Oh, I actually hail from Waterdeep. The great city of splendors has much more in the manner of social luxury suited towards my particular tastes. I do, however, make a point of keeping in touch with Neverwinter, though I have only visited once previously. It was quite popular in those nights, if I recall correctly. I'm going to make a second trip in the coming year, and I'll wager it'll be as popular again. Now, this is kind of a bit of an in-joke of advertising that didn't really pan out. You'll note Lord Foreshadow. There was a game for, I don't know whether it was for the Prodigy system or one of those ancient online bulletin board systems in the dawn of the commercial internet that was called Neverwinter Nights, and it was based off of the SSI Gold Box engine, but it was massively multiplayer. And it was fairly popular for what the deal was back then. It's also the only Gold Box game I haven't actually played a whole hell of a lot of. Anyway, when Baldur's Gate when Baldur's Gate 1 was released, they had already started the design process for another Neverwinter Nights. It wouldn't see the light of day for years, for a couple years at least, but at this time, I believe that they were intending to announce it within the year, and it didn't quite work out that way because they went through a few design changes between the time they put this together and the time they actually released it. So there's the backstory on Lord Foreshadow. And oh, look, I'm on the west edge of the map. Let's see where that leads us. To another empty area over there. Alright, well, I've got plenty of places to explore later on. Ah, hobgoblins. Okay, let's take these guys out. Fortunately, they just fold real quick. God, I hate fighting things over on the left-hand side of the screen because I have to keep scrolling past my ugly mug. Alright. And with that, this map is complete as well. And as you can see, there's a lot of rugged terrain here. It took a little bit longer to map this time, but there was less interesting things this time. Just a bunch of combat. So, let's head south to Nashkel in order to trigger the start of the next chapter, I think. Yep. And I really like this particular cutscene, but there was a certain sinister undertone to the original one. The original one had something similar. Well, I'll tell you after this.
Behind you, the troubles facing the Sword Coast seem an unfamiliar blur to your fractured nerves. Gorion would not have you sit idle, however, and perhaps investigating local concerns will shed some light on your own predicament. How the iron shortage or the trouble in the Nashkel mines could possibly be linked to you, you have no idea.
And with that, we have our next major quest, major section of the quest. Now, in the original game, that Nashkel entrance animation, they had kobolds sneaking around the edge and kind of going after, kind of basically creeping into town. It doesn't actually happen in the game, but it did provide a certain sinister clue as to the game proper. So now I'm in Nashkel. There's lots to explore here. It's not quite as big as Baragost, but it is pretty big. So I will hold that off until the next episode. Actually, no. Fuck this. I'll go ahead and explore. I'll start around here this first. One of the reasons why I think I can do this and still make it in time for this episode is because there's a large river that cuts through Nashkel, and it's not got quite as many houses as in Baragost. I'm not going to go into every single building. I'll just do the outlying, the outer areas of it. And right here along this side of the map, which I need to go check out the east side of the map. Give me a second. But there's a lot of farms and shit on the edge of town that you really don't need to worry about. And here we go. Exploring west of Nashkel opened up this area right here on the Sword Coast. So let's continue our way down. And hold on, I'm seeing a little niche in this field on the on the west side of Nashkel. Let's see what that is. And let me zoom in so I have no trouble clicking on it. Alright, I've got a... Now, Ankeg Plate Mail is freaking awesome. And you know what? It seems to be custom designed for Viconia. It'll put her AC to -4. That'll make her at least semi-reasonable in terms of what she can do. I can readjust everything after that. But, yeah, that's like your free Ankeg Plate Mail. It's really worth picking up for any character that can wear plate. It's basically plate mail +1, but it weighs way less. See, armor class 1 and requires only 8 strength. So it's ridiculously good. You can make yourself sets later on, I believe. But there's your free one you get early in the game. And now I'm on the south edge of the map. Let's see where that heads. That leads into the mountains. So each of these areas technically has its own title. It's just a matter of only showing the important ones. Ah, we got a woman named Carp. She must get so much shit. I wish things were better here on the farm, but at least we're not miners. How could anything be better than this pristine pastoral settings? There you go. What's the difference? Either way, you spend all your life with your hands in the dirt. Aye, but there it is to dig your own grave. In the mines, the very claws of the beta zoo will rake your skin and haul you down into the unknown depths. We are not well off here on the surface, but we are better off, I can assure you. Pity the souls of those wretched miners. It's kind of dark. Uh-oh, we got somebody talking to us. Hi, I'm Nuber. Nice place, huh?
Hey,
So, killed any monsters yet?
hey,
He's coming to talk to me. Ever been to Baldur's Gate? I've been to Baldur's Gate. Yeah, he's going to continue to pester me. Yeah, see? Ugh, I think I stepped in something. And the idea is that you're supposed to run away from him, or you can force talk to him. Everyone in town used to throw rocks at me and tell me I was annoying.
hey,
What time is it? But you can actually just force talk to him and speed up this entire conversation. And it's actually worth your while to do so. I haven't had a conversation this long in, well, ever.
hey,
What's that big weapon for?
hey,
Those colors look pretty stupid on you.
hey,
I once knew this guy named Dilby. He threw rocks at me too. Are you going to throw rocks at me? Maybe. What about now?
hey,
What about now?
hey,
Etc., etc.
hey,
Well, I didn't mean to blast through that last one. He says, gee, you sure are patient. I run out of things to say, and you get some experience for it. And it's actually a hell of a lot easier in the original, because the original doesn't default your cursor to just... I had to move my cursor in order to get the force talk thing to go off. So it actually took me longer than it did in the original. And with that, I've explored like basically a third of this town. I'm just finishing up south of the river, and then I'll go inside. Alright, as I'm crossing the bridge to the north side, I come across this guy named Edwin.
I require the services of your group. Yes, they will do nicely.
Okay, that sounds sinister. Not the best specimens, but perhaps a more bestial touch is what my plan requires. I would hire you all to kill a treacherous enemy. Understand? She dinnahair, she bad. You kill. Stomp your foot once for yes, twice for no. I would know the price you offer before I take the job. The prize I offer would surely be beyond measure of your meager understanding. Either take the job or not. It sounds but a simple task. I'll do as you ask. Of course you will. It is as expected. I will lead them to her, and she cannot hope to prevail. I will travel with you until the deed is done. Last I heard of her, she was traveling to the west of Nashkel, close to the Knoll stronghold located there. And I have my third permanent party member, Edwin the Conjurer. He is a red wizard of Thay, lawful evil. He's got max intelligence for a human. He's got, let's see what he's got. He's got proficiency in quarterstaff. But more importantly, he has this Edwin's amulet, which lets him memorize one extra wizard spell of each level. So between that and being a specialist, he can memorize a lot of spells. Now, if I kept certain items in the game, he could memorize even more. But we'll worry about that later. What spells does he have? He has Color Spray, which is a alteration spell in 2nd edition, and armor. And then nothing else. So we're going to move a lot of our scrolls to him real quick and see if we can't get him to memorize them. Or to learn them. Alright, of all the spells that I've got, one of them he can't learn, which is Detect Invisibility. I'll throw it back in my scroll case. We'll look at Charm Person. He was successful. He's already got armor. I'll throw it back in my scroll case. Let's see, Grease is Conjuration. He's got like 100% chance to learn that. Protection from Evil. Alright, he learned it. Now, Chill Touch is a necromancy spell. Hey, he learned that too. And then finally, Larlock's Minor Drain. And he learned that too. Very nice. So I'm going to be keeping Edwin for a while. Let's equip him real quick. I thought I had a magic quarterstaff here. We'll give that to him. Throw his old one away. I thought... okay. We're not going to keep Nira, so I'm going to move her robe over to Edwin. And, yeah, I think that's it. Okay, yeah, that's it. Or wait, this wand. Edwin can't identify it yet, but he might be able to use it. Nope, it has to be identified before use. Some things you can learn, some things you can use before identifying them, some things you can't. Oh well, we'll get it identified at the first opportunity. Alright, we're on the east side of Nashkel, and I know that leads to the Nashkel mines. Oh no, it leads to the carnival. Okay. So there is a carnival outside of Nashkel. Now, my explorations have taken me to this fellow called Minsk. If you are playing a good playthrough or even a neutral playthrough, it would behoove you to get him because he is one of the most hilarious characters in the game. He's also one of the most iconic characters of the game. But since I'm playing an evil party and I've got his archenemy in the game, or in my party right now, I'm not even going to bother with him right now because it would just make me sad that I can't have him. And more importantly, Boo.
For the glory of Am!
Okay, I just got approached by a Baron Gastkill. You there, you have the look of hearty adventuring stock. I am Baron Gastkill, Mayor of Nashkel. May I offer you a proposition? I was expecting some people to help with our troubles, but they seem to have forgotten us. If you are up to it, I would ask that you take a look at the mines southeast of town. The miners claim there are demons or some such roaming around, but they are a superstitious lot and prone to exaggeration. I am more concerned with the state of our ore. All iron removed from the mines is tainted somehow and useless for smithing. I would have you find out how it happens and who is behind it. You will be rewarded handsomely for your efforts. So there we go, our next major little quest, or our next section of the main quest. And here's Oobleck.
You have returned, and so soon.
No, say not another word. I would not think of making you wait but a moment for your just reward. When council told me they had procured Grey Wolf to rid the woods of the bandit Tonquin, I knew we could expect swift justice. I would not have predicted success this quickly, but who else could it be striding into town looking as you do? Please accept this meager sum of 200 gold pieces, as well as the heartfelt thanks of all of Nashkel. Yes, I would be Grey Wolf. That's me, all right. None other than Grey Wolf. I'll take that reward because of what I did. I'm Grey Wolf, and I deserve it. Thank you. Excellent doing business with you, Grey Wolf. We shall not hesitate to call upon you if any other thieving miscreants make their presence known. All right. Free money. Yeah, this cemetery lines the outskirts of a structure, and this structure looks like a church. The Temple of Helm, who is a lawful neutral watcher god kind of thing in the Forgotten Realms. But if you need your healing and such, you can go in there, and there's some quests involved with it, which we'll look at later. Found the store. We've got this person called, who's this? Identify yourselves. You know, it's nice that this guard approached me after I'd already scouted almost the entire village. I am RPG Crawler, and this is my band of fellow adventurers. I hear that there is a troubled region. That this is a troubled region of late. Allow me to put ourselves at your disposal during our stay here. If you're seeking to resolve troubles, welcome. If you're seeking to cause them, kindly take it elsewhere. Things are not good here, RPG Crawler. What things aren't good? All I have heard are rumors and vague suspicions. Aye, what is good around here anymore? Our iron rash is rotten, and there is talk of demons in the mines. The lower levels have been all but abandoned until this crisis passes. And then there's the question of Commander Brage. Ah, they have stripped him of the title, but I use it yet. He killed his wife and children in a rage one night and all who saw him. Then he tore himself away and headed for the hills. He is out there still, and still we mourn, as much for him as for those he's taken. Fie on you now, you have brought tears to the eyes of a soldier. So there's apparently another quest that I need to get into. Okay, we've got somebody named Rasad there, but let's talk to Taras first.
Oh, you haven't seen a man about this tall and this wide, have you? That lout.
That lout. Okay, so she's looking for a man that I have no idea about.
All right.
And you know, that actually brings me through the entire town. So I've got the inn here, a store here, a temple here, a garrison to check out, a manor house to rob, the Belching Dragon Tavern, which I can look at later, and then a couple houses to rob. What do we got left? We just got one more guy standing outside called Rasad. I'm going to get this off of my map first. We'll talk to him, and then we will be done, at least for now. Let's kind of march back there to talk to him. Rasad.
See? Such feats are easy when you learn to focus their energies through the light of Selune.
Let's see. I bet you can't do that while juggling an axe, a soup bowl, and a hedgehog.
But as I continue to improve my physical and mental skills by turning my inner light outward, I may yet perform such feats. My name is Rasad, and I am a humble monk of the Sun Soul.
This is one of those NPCs added by the Enhanced Edition content. He's a monk. I'm not fond of monks, so we'll just go ahead and say, no, I don't have time for
May
this.
Selune bless you on your travel.
Hey, what are you supposed to be then? Some sort of kick puncher? Come on, take a poke at me. I dares you.
I have come not to fight, but to demonstrate a few...
Oh, so that's how it is, eh? You prance about, pretending to be some sort of hard man, but you're just a coward, right?
Hey, I like this commoner. They should have given him a proper name. They gave him a voice, after all.
Conflict without purpose. Instead, I wish to share the light of the Moon Maiden.
Oh, I get it. You're some kind of simpering priest, just pretending you knows how to fight, but really just begging for coins, yeah?
A Sun Soul monk uses mind, body, and spirit in
This is
equal
kind of
portions,
amusing.
but not to prove his martial superiority. Rather, he seeks to better the lives of those around him.
Yeah, save it for temple school, boy. If you're not gonna fight nobody, I won't waste any more time on you.
Alright, here we go. Are you going to take that from him, Baldy, or are you all
It may
talk?
seem that way, but the truth is that I reserve my fighting skills for when they are needed, not for the amusement of others.
Oh, I think I'll speak for everyone here when I say a good fight would have been more exciting.
Correct. Many people find excitement only in physical action. To find true enlightenment, one must combine the physical with the mental and the spiritual.
Man, the last thing I wanted was a lecture from this guy.
Of my order. May I tell you more about Selune and the Sun Soul monks?
This could be very interesting, but I'm really not interested in having him in my party at all, and I don't really want to take the time to talk to him. So, if you're doing this playthrough for yourself and you decide you want to listen to a bunch of philosophy from a monk, then, you know, feel free. And with that, I'm going to call it here. This has been Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. We've cleared the road to Nashkel, and we explored Nashkel. If you like what you've seen, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Let's Plays and videos of various role-playing games. Until next time, take care, and goodbye.